First tonight, a heartbreaking story just days before Christmas. A CMPD officer and mother of three killed in the line of duty today. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department mourning the loss of one of their own. Officer Mia Goodwin was killed early this morning while responding to another crash on I-85. CMPD says she was one of 4 officers hit when 2 tractor trailers collided. The other 3 officers were released from the hospital today. Their names are Jackson Buffington, Husk, and Shannon Foster. Thank you for joining us here at 5. I'm Fred Shropshire, and here's what we know so far. CMPD says early this morning, Goodwin and her fellow officers were helping State Highway Patrol with closing a portion of the interstate in northeast Charlotte near West WT Harris Boulevard. CMPD says a truck carrying grain spilled a sticky substance on the road. Then, around 3:40 a.m., 2 different trucks traveling southbound crashed and then collided into the CMPD officers. Ambulances arrived shortly after the crash. Officials say Goodwin died right there on the scene. CMPD Chief Johnny Jennings trying to find the words to express the department's grief during a news conference today.
Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department is hurting. We mourn the loss of Police Officer Mia Goodwin, and the profession hurts, our city hurts.
33-year-old Officer Goodwin was a 6-year veteran of the force. WCNC Charlotte's Lana Harris kicks off our team coverage from CMPD's University City Division, where a memorial is growing tonight. Lana, Officer Goodwin had just returned from maternity leave. She has 3 young kids, and her husband is a firefighter right here in Charlotte.
Yeah, Fred, community members that we've talked to today say there are no words for how heartbroken they are for Goodwin and her family. Like you mentioned, we're here at the University City Division where Officer Goodwin worked, and those are the flowers down there. You can see people are just now getting word and wanting to honor her however they can. It's not lost on anyone that this tragic incident happened 3 days before Christmas, and this was a young family. Officer Goodwin had just come back to work from maternity leave a few days ago. She and her husband, a Charlotte firefighter, have a 4-month-old baby, a 1-year-old, and a 3-year-old. According to Chief Johnny Jennings, Officer Goodwin had just got to the scene before she was fatally hit. Goodwin was among a group who went to relieve other officers who'd been on scene of an overturned tractor trailer that spilled thousands of pounds of corn feed in the road. While officers were there blocking traffic, 2 other tractor trailers collided and then barreled towards the officers. Goodwin was killed, and 3 other officers were hurt and taken to the hospital. Community members we talked to say, as parents, this is the unthinkable.
To be parents, to know she didn't leave her house thinking that she wasn't going to return. You know, the first thing I thought of was, this woman is probably still nursing, right? She has a 4-month-old. The house is all decorated, everything is ready. You know, the kids are expecting, mom to come home.
It's heartbreaking. I mean, that's all you can say. It is heartbreaking. The CMPD tells us it is too soon to determine if speed was a factor here or what charges may be applicable to this. We do know that one of the truck drivers involved in this incident was still in the hospital at last check. The 3 officers who were injured have been released from the hospital. Lana Harris, WCNC Charlotte.
Lana, thank you for that. Tonight, many condolences pouring in for Officer Goodwin's family and CMPD. Governor Cooper tweeting, quote, "Grateful for officers who take risks every day to keep us safe." The Charlotte Fire Department, where Goodwin's husband works, saying in part, "Although your watch has ended, your good deeds, warm smile, and engaging personality will live on." Many of you also sending your well wishes. If you would like to post a message to the family and department, head over to our Facebook page. Law enforcement organizations have stepped up in this time of grieving for the family of Officer Goodwin. WCNC Charlotte's Shamaria Morrison shows us how you can make a difference for this family.
I'll tell you, when we are facing difficult times, I see a lot of people step up.
Organizations like Back the Blue NC are making sure the family of CMPD officer Mia Goodwin is taken care of after she was killed in the line of duty early Wednesday morning during a traffic crash.
We're hoping to help lift some of the burden for the family financially. I know that they had a household where both parents were working, And now that burden is going to be placed on the father's shoulders.
Back the Blue is a nonprofit that supports law enforcement in the state during tragedies.
It is just heartbreaking all around, you know, with these kids who are going to grow up without their mother, especially right before the holidays.
CMPD Chief Johnny Jennings says he knows Goodwin's husband and 3 young children will be taken care of.
Yes, in every way possible. And it's not just CMPD, it's the city of Charlotte, it's the community, and it's the state of North Carolina. It's the profession as a whole.
In Charlotte, Shamaria Morrison, WCNC Charlotte.
Back the Blue has a fundraising goal of $100,000. So far, they've already raised more than $21,000. The Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 9 also raising money on behalf of the family. You can find links to donate to both organizations' fundraisers on our website, WCNC.com.